going to have Eros in Tantra massage?
It is very important actually to work with the energy of Eros or not with the energy of the sexual energy. Exactly because of that, because we consider that Tantra it is part of evolution. And when we talk about evolution, we cannot use the sexual energy, which actually takes you down. Yeah, it takes you, it's condensing, it's materializing instead of uplifting, liberating you, making you more and more free, and finding this more essence and more sublime energy, which will take you to the source, so to say, because any spiritual path has a goal, and that goal is to reach perfection, to reach the source from where we all come. And if we would work with sexual energy, that would not be a successful path. So we need this erotic energy in order to reach there. And it is a very fast capacity to ability, or how to say, not ability, but it's a chance which can be very easily used when understood. And when I came on the path, I was like a little bit shy. And when I started the massage, though I always liked and I always wanted to fall in love and being attracted by men, but I had a certain shyness. But in the massage, actually, I learned to use this energy. And of course, now we can talk more how to differentiate it. And we already said many things, but I want to say that they have effect upon us, and we can contemplate that. Is it that I feel more uplifted, more sublime? My thoughts are about something inspiring, looking for something divine, or my thoughts are a bit dirty? Let's say in a lovemaking, when is the sexual energy present, you might have some dirty thoughts or like kind of low fantasies, or this blinding desire which makes you crazy and you don't think. But if we would use that in the massage, it would be a disaster, because we would not lead people where we truly want.
So again, it's like, the first, let's say, necessity to learn about eroticism is really to learn to differentiate between the sexual energy and the erotic energy. Because apparently at first they seem the same or similar, but when you start to really to feel the difference, they are completely different. And now the problem is with the sexual energy is also that it has the tendency to make us attach, and it has the tendency to amplify all the negative tendencies that we have inside in relation to sexuality, couple relationship, like jealousy, possessiveness, feeling abandoned, feeling hurt by the other one, sometimes even without having a real reason, and misunderstandings. So imagine if in a Tantra massage that we would, very much engage and awaken the sexual energy, then what happens is that the one receiving the massage has a tendency to get attached to the masseur, and starting to feel all kind of desires for the masseur. And this is, not our purpose, or it's not our point here to have people coming dependent on us. We want to show them a world of eroticism that they can share with their loved ones when they go home, or when they eventually will meet a new lover or something. So therefore, when a guest is coming here, and is, again, we cannot guarantee that everyone is having an erotic experience when they come here, because it's very much, even though that we, are erotic with them, if they have a tendency to be very sexual, then they will go down that lane, let's say, with us. So it's not like something that we can totally impose on them or triggering them, but we, to a certain extent, we can inspire them to have erotic experiences. So again, imagine they would come here, everyone, all the guests would get super dependent and on us and addicted to us. That's not. So the sexual energy has this tendency to make us addicted to the other one. We believe that, okay, only this person can make me happy and make me fulfilled. But the interesting thing, when you have an erotic experience, even small gestures can be extremely fulfilling. And again, I want to refer here to the first moments when we are in love, because this is a natural moment that most people have experienced, where they have felt that very small things, you just look at each other across the room and you feel so fulfilled, and you go back, oh my God, we looked at each other, we deeply into each other's eyes more than just 5 seconds, and something so fulfilling.
Yeah, it feels like magic.
Yeah,
in that moment.
Exactly. And therefore, when you have an erotic experience, it gives you a certain fulfillment, whereas, when you have a sexual experience, it has a very temporary fulfillment, and then it just awakens more desires. You want more. Many times it has to be more advanced, more crazy, more intense, more extreme.
Mm-hmm.
And so in this way, it's not so beneficial.
No, I understand. So I was thinking the other day, because I was looking at the Tantra Temple on Google for some reason, and then it said erotic massage, and I was like, ugh, because it's something that can be related with something else. And is that because we are confused about what's what, sexuality and eroticism?